Last time on Survivor, UHC. Chalk pulled out his first individual immunity, which gave Grant an opportunity to make a move. He pushed for Bobby to be the vote, and Greeples, Chalk, and Kegel seemed to be on board. Eventually, the name spread to Bobby and Sugar, who hatched a plan to keep Bobby safe. They told Lego the votes would be split on him and Bobby, and that he needed to flip to them. At Tribal Council, Bobby kept trying to flip Lego, and Sugar played his vote bet advantage to change Grant's vote. In the end, Lego chose to vote out his closest ally, Kegel. 8 are left, who will be voted out tonight.
So I was like, Lego's obviously gonna go with
I
the
still
majority.
trust you, obviously. I mean, I'm still willing to work with you if you're willing to work with me.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you for tipping me off that my name was out there.
Yeah.
That really,
see,
I would have just gone home blindly.
See, I just wanted you to know straight up. So
Yeah.
I felt a little less guilty when I had to.
If your name's out there, I'll tell you. And
I'll keep being honest.
As proven before, yeah.
Made a final 3 deal with Glenn and Sugar. Something I came up with. But I'm not too sure how far that's gonna make it into this game. I guess it's just something I made so I can feel a bit more safe and kind of use it to my advantage to make it farther in this game. But I do like the group that I have for this deal. Myself, Glenn, and Sugar. You know, Sugar from Season 1, myself from Season 2, and Glenn from Season 3. The seasonal trifecta, I like to call it. But I guess we'll see how far it gets me into this game, but say I need to drop it, then so be it.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was originally on you, and I moved it to Zach.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of told Greep that some. Yeah, I told
Yeah.
Greep that he had some votes, and that changed. Greep's my boy.
It was originally Greeps. It got moved to Lego, and then I realized that I don't want it to be Lego, and so I was like, listen, let's push it to Zach, because Zach was like, if we didn't do that to Zach, then he was make it to the final 5 easily.
So they voted out Zach Eagle instead of Grant, which I'm actually happy about that. But also, it's like, come on, guys, did you really have to lie about that? Like, what are you gaining? The one thing about that plan though is that when it gets to like final 5 or so, and Bobby and not Lego, but Bobby is still in the game, and what if he wins the immunity challenges, and then we're to final 3, and you have Bobby, and everyone's gonna vote Bobby because someone like him is.
You're right about that.
He has 3 tribals in him max, in my opinion. I understand what you're saying, and I do agree with you.
So that's why I personally think Lego is better to keep around.
I wanted to keep them both.
Yeah, Zach seemed like he was someone who was starting to work with me, but he was also someone who was an adversary earlier on, so I guess I'm not losing too much here. I just hope that they don't target me or Grant next. That would suck. Hopefully I can talk around a bit more and kind of start swaying people to finally go for some of the larger targets, such as Sugar. I mean, that's fair.
The people I heard Lego, it was you, which got put to Lego, and it was Lego and Bobby, okay? And so the only thing I could do was try and push it onto Zach. That was like literally my only choice there. I prefer Grant. Shocker, I know. But it doesn't really matter to me at this point. Hopefully, Lego, Chalk, Grant, and Greeples will go out in basically any order. I don't think any of them have an idol. If they do, fair enough. But if Bobby wants to vote out Chalk, I don't have a doubt that Glenn will do it. I don't have a doubt that, well, I'm going to do it. Bobby wants to do it, so no issues there. The only thing I could do was try and push it onto Zach. That was like literally my only choice there. I mean, not trying to say anything about you three, but I think both Lego and Bobby are close allies. So when both Bobby and Lego are up there, no matter which one of the two of them go today, it works for me, because then I will have 4 people in the final 7 that I will probably go to the end with, and that is bloody glorious. There's a really high chance I'm going to do it again. 2 years later, I'm going to do it again. It's bloody lovely. My best bet is to throw out somebody who I'm not that strong and close with. At least that's my philosophy about it.
Yeah, Sugar, I can't thank you enough, by the way, for that.
You're welcome, man.
So, we get back to the beach and our camp, and I'm hearing Sugar like, oh, we gotta get Grant out. We need to get him out. He's gonna be like a threat to us. And I'm thinking like, yeah, Grant is someone to look out for, but Grant doesn't do very well in challenges. And I'm thinking that there's someone else out there who's a much bigger threat at the time. And it's Chalk, who's been with the jury this entire time. You have Pepet on the jury, who constantly interrupts Tribal, and goes like, yes, Chalk, you're awesome. So I'm thinking that Chalk has 3 votes, 4 votes maybe, on the jury, and that's from every single person on the jury right now.
Like, what we have to remember is at the start of this scramble, sorry, at the start of this merge, Max and Grant went up immediately.
Oh, interesting. Kegel messaged me on Discord.
Oh god, it's the RAN account.
He
It's the
said
RAN
you
account.
screwed yourself.
Oh no! Oh my
Oh
god!
my god, you guys are right.
I got it right, because
Oh my god.
There's no way in the world that Lego should have voted out Zach. It was literally the worst thing he could have done, and I managed to convince this man based on the fact of a complete lie I made up at the last second. Oh, I feel bad for him, but I mean, you know, I had to do it to him. He has said I've screwed myself, but good luck.
That
You
he
screwed
screwed
yourself.
himself, or you screwed
No, he
yourself?
screwed himself.
I screwed myself.
You two might have been controlling the game, but now it's just you. Sorry.
Oh god, I
We
should have
gotta
voted
get you out,
myself
man.
out. Get back to camp, and no question, I think that is one of the worst moves I've ever made in my career. I don't know why I voted out Kegel. I just let Sugar convince me that Chalk and Kegel said they were going to vote me out, and I'm pissed. And because I'm pissed, I'm going to target Sugar until he goes home.
Please go for each other. Don't team. Stars ready. PvP's off. Stars ready. Go.
Oh. So it's you do that?
Hey Ryan.
Back up a bit.
Chalk, don't go over there. Oh,
Run! Oh,
What the hell? Holy shit.
There were 3 people.
Well, Ryan!
Sugar!
It's just me and you.
Oh! Oh! Bobby!
Alright.
Bobby!
Paradigm.
Oh!
I won.
Can I PvP?
No. Jesus Christ.
It's gonna take like 2 hours now.
I'm scared!
Just
Gotta cause a little chaos.
Apparently on the heart.
Oh Jesus Christ, I think I just killed myself.
He's on you. Oh my
Jesus Christ.
If you're a man, you'll jump off. If you're a man, you'll jump off.
It just-
I'm not a man!
What the fuck? And it hit Sugar too.
It
Sugar's
literally
all the way
hit
back here.
Peridot and he wasn't.
We're going out together.
No! Bobby!
Stop running!
No!
Nintendo, can I kill him? Let me kill him.
I need this!
We're not gonna kill. We won't finish unless I can murder. Oh my god.
Back up, crackhead!
Yeah. It's gonna get the other side of the map.
Jesus Christ.
It's like advanced tic-tac-toe.
Oh, Peridot's on top of half.
Okay, he's gonna die from a first, like, he flex away.
Thing that harness that Bobby just put down is gonna kill him.
Y'all need to like hurry up. I know you want to win, but
Hang on, then we'll go both.
right.
I-
Yeah, if fast melting were on, they would blow up immediately. No, you would blow up immediately.
Oh,
Don't
Bobby.
understand.
I need this.
No, you do not.
I do.
In what world do you think you need it?
I need it. Shit!
Fair enough. So, Bobby wins immunity.
Yes. So, Overcook, the challenge wasn't that hard. It wasn't that easy as well. Kind of like in between, in which I think 6 people died in a matter of 10 seconds, and then it was left with like me and Peridot. So I'm like, we're running around. It's obviously taking a while, but the blast radius seems to be very large, and it just gets Peridot out of nowhere, in which I win immunity, and I go like, yes, yes, fuck yes, because you know I got 5 votes technically after last night's tribal council, and I think that having immunity here is very important for me. It means that I'm going to be able to be more open to people who I want to talk to, and then if I want to make a move happen, then I could try and push for a move. But we'll see if people want to talk to me at the scramble. Hopefully they do.
Cool.
Alright, I was really confused on the vote. Because, like, our last conversation, we were just saying, like, Bobby and everything, and then I forgot about the vote
Yeah,
steal.
no, it's fine.
So I thought, like, oh, we just don't have the numbers. Like, what's the point of, you know, voting that way? Then, you know.
my thought process is, because I thought it was between Lego and Bobby.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, those two are very good shields that people will focus on.
Yeah.
Zach was going to go to the final 5 guaranteed at this point.
Yep.
So the reason I didn't want either of those two to go was, what's it called? Simply because it just makes it easier in long run, even though we are sort of running out the long run.
It's a late game.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I hope you can understand it.
Yeah,
Nothing against
no,
either
no,
of you,
it was nothing, like, I felt bad that I voted Bobby, because, like, you know, I thought that's what we were doing, but I just forgot
See,
about
I was under the impression that it was a 6-3.
Well, I was completely just left in the dark there, man, that kinda sucks, so I guess I really can't trust Lego as much as I thought I could.
Yo. I trust you the most, dude.
Really?
Well, because you and I have voted the same every single time, pretty much.
Yeah, I know. We're getting fucked.
Yeah, we remember when we came in with that group of 5, we're like, oh yeah, we're gonna be strong, we need to get us 2 more guys and we'll be great, and then everything just crumbled.
Yeah, it's literally just you and I now.
Yeah, I blame DYM.
Okay, so if you want to stick together,
yeah,
I'll tell you what I'm doing right now.
What are you doing?
I'm looking for an immunity idol.
Are you? Okay.
But I
People
got
know that
stuck-
people
I got
know you've been
stuck
doing
here.
that.
Yeah, I'm aware. So, Kegel just went out. That sucked. Pretty much everything that could have gone wrong there for my side of things went wrong. I thought we had a majority. I thought it was crystal clear what was happening, but I was wrong. So first of all, Lego flipped his vote, so that screwed us in the first place. And then when I was asked who I was voting for, I didn't want to lie in front of the tribe. So I said I was voting for Bobby because obviously all the votes were in, or they were confirmed. So, Sugar had something that could change one of the votes, and he changed my vote over to Kegel, and that pretty much put the nail in the coffin and Kegel got put out. So now my game is in a really sticky situation. I thought I was in a good place, but I was absolutely wrong.
Bobby, I just feel like,
Go
because
on.
I've been trying to be honest since Merge happened, I feel like you have some sort of alliance going with like Sugar and Paradise.
Alliance, okay. Well, they've saved me, so in some form, I feel like I owe it to them. To at least vote with them.
Because it seems like, at least for me, ever since Merge happened, I've been getting fucked over, tribal-wise. I feel like every single person I've sided with has been voted off.
Man.
And I've been on the opposite side of you guys.
Man, why does everyone hate me in all these seasons I play? Just no one wants to ally with me. Like, I try to play a different game than Season 2 and still, no one wants to roll with me.
If
Bobby-
it was a lie, it was an intentional lie.
Bobby
Is
pitched
that-
the idea of chalk to me.
Same.
We just had the conversation then about going for Grant.
I feel like Grant's always a target.
Yeah. Bobby
Stick-
brought up Chalk because of his jury game.
Yeah. I'd happily do either. Being honest.
What are you thinking, Lego?
I don't know. I kind of just took out one of my allies last tribal. So.
Well, you gained 3 of them.
Yeah, I feel like I'm at the bottom of both alliances though. So right now, I do think that, well, besides the fact that Sugar really just like took advantage of me there, he did play off that advantage very well, and he is working with Bobby a lot. So this is going to be one of the few votes that, if it does happen, and I get the opportunity to take out Sugar, I can't tell Bobby about it. I feel like
Something that's kind of been on my mind. Sugar's kind of been running this game.
yes. Thank you. Did I not say this like what 3 votes ago? And then you said you were close to Sugar.
I am close with them still, but
Would you? Think about it. Just think about this, okay?
I have a final 3 deal with him. That's why I'm so like.
Yes, but that's just adding another salty. Do you think anyone on that jury is happy right now?
No,
Exactly. So so they're gonna have to vote for someone.
that's true.
Just think about it, please.
I've been thinking a lot recently, and Lego has talked to me a little bit about getting Sugar out in the past, and I've been thinking about it, and I don't think that's the worst move to make. You know, I'm getting a bit paranoid because he's running things a little bit, in my opinion at least. Normally what he says kind of goes, and I'm not sure if I like that too much. It might have to be his time to go, but Bobby does have an interesting point about Chalk. The jury seems to love him so far, and I think it would be a good move to get him out at this point, but it's just, I'm just paranoid. I don't know what to say, just scared for the future of my own game.
The other trade.
The rest, I think.
Okay.
Right,
Grant.
I'm going to be 100% honest.
Yeah?
The only 2 names I've heard is Grant and Chalk, and whatever
I'm
we
voting
decide
Chalk.
to do. You want to vote Chalk?
I'm voting. His jury management's incredible.
Okay.
And I don't think there's an argument against that.
Okay. Do you want
Yeah,
me to find out who they?
I even feel like Chalk has the pepper vote from me now.
Yeah, because he said, like, I think every comment made from the jury, even though it's like it's not allowed, it's in favor of Chalk. That all that comes out of Pepe.
I'm just kind of worried about Sugar, you know, controlling this game because Season 2, I got blindsided by my alliance, and I don't want that to happen again. I'm not letting that happen to me again, and it's just got me all paranoid. I don't know what to say or do, but maybe it's time to change things up.
So what's up?
This is what.
Oh,
Hey,
This
he
is
wants to
what-
vote you. Chalk.
He wants to vote.
He wants to
Wait.
vote you, Chuck.
who, me? Who, Sugar?
Bobby.
Yeah,
Bobby
I
wants
know.
to vote you.
Yeah.
So this is what Lego
Sugar
told
wants to
me.
vote you.
Vote me.
Yeah, that's what Sugar wants to do,
Okay.
but
So Lego said that he is gonna vote with you, Chalk.
he's gonna vote with me, or?
Yes.
Hmm.
But he thinks that Sugar has an immunity idol.
Yeah.
So I've been hearing that Peridot and Lego are scheming behind Sugar's back and would like to have a shock vote tonight and vote him out. So I don't know how credible any of that is. I don't know if that's just speculation or them like picking their brains. But if I look into it more and it looks more possible, I feel like that might be a really great opportunity to put myself a little bit farther, because if they want to vote for Sugar, I would be completely fine putting a majority into it, because Sugar's a really big social player, and without him stirring the pot, I feel like if I can figure out how to get myself farther, he won't be there to stir the pot.
So I say we vote off Peridot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can get Glenn, and then we can go talk to Lego, and then it'd be five on Peridot.
You guys were there and you heard my conversation. Every single fucking time I've been on the wrong side.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm incorrectly voting, it's because they have a fucking huge alliance.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. Well, here's what's gonna happen: is that it's gonna be Sugar and Peridot just dragging along Bobby and Lego, who are gonna be the targets every single time, and then they're gonna vote up just the rest of us four.
Yep.
Or this could be risky, but we could do Sugar if you guys literally say nothing.
Peridot and Lego came up to us earlier, to us minority guys, as we are, and they suggested that we blindside Sugar, which is perfect actually, because I've been wanting to get him out for a while. So that's what I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna do that with them.
Not really that I know of. Like, I tried talking to them, but they weren't really saying any names.
Listen, I just want to confirm, because it's the first time the three of us have spoke together in forever.
Yeah.
Our final three still stands, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I know, it does.
Yeah.
It
just to me. I just want to make sure it does to you two as well.
Mm-hmm.
But
if I seem distant, it's just because I don't want people to expect anything.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron.
Can we talk, Ryan?
Yeah. I don't have a boat.
I don't have one either.
Okay.
I'll join you guys.
Okay.
I still want to talk.
Yeah. I'm gonna
this way.
be honest with you, Chuck. I'm a bit concerned.
Why? What happened?
The only name, you know, you're supposed to hear 2 names before going to tribal council.
Mm-hmm.
I've only heard 1.
Have you only?
I've only heard Grant.
I've only heard Grant.
Who was the other name? Chuck, who's the other name?
They were saying either Grant or Glenn.
Do you want to go for Glenn?
Yeah, that's what they were saying.
I see.
With all due respect, Glenn, I think that's a terrible idea.
That's what they're doing, though.
Who's they? What the hell is an aluminum falcon?
Over there.
Oh, so that group of people.
Yep.
I'll go.
What's 17? My hands are kind of tied here. I'm gonna do my best to show Glenn that he can trust me, but the majority's telling me to vote Sugar, and I kind of feel like that's my only chance to stay in the game, so I'm just gonna have to roll with it. It's not you.
It's not me, okay. Who is it? Do you know?
Sugar.
Sugar?
Because he threw my name out.
Yeah.
You got me, bud? We have the numbers to vote Sugar. So.
See, I'm with you, but I don't want Sugar gone.
Yeah, I understand that, but I mean, he's going for me, so I gotta do something.
Yeah, I understand that. Chalk brought up a Final 3 deal with me and Gree, and even though I appreciate the offer he's putting out, I'm kind of on the fence about it for many reasons. Firstly, I think Chalk's played a good game, better than I think a lot of people here played. I feel like he has a lot of people on the jury that like him, and he can talk his way to a victory quite easily.
Sugar, when was the last time we talked?
It's been ages. Let's go chat.
Okay.
Please.
No, we're voting Chalk.
Okay, thank fucking Christ.
Okay, he's trying to push it on Glenn.
Okay, thank
Or
fucking...
Grant, one of the two. Did he tell you Grant?
He said that the only 2 names he's heard is Grant and Glenn. So, I finally found out what they're doing. It seems that they're going for Glenn, which... Am I concerned about that? A little bit. Because A, are they actually going for Glenn, and B, who is actually going for Glenn here? Now, Lego, Peridot, Ryan, Bobby have all said to me they're voting for Chalk. I'm voting for Chalk, so that's 4. And Glenn ain't gonna vote for himself, so that's 5. So on the condition that 2 of them aren't lying, Glenn should be okay. And
Yeah.
I don't.
He was lying to Glenn.
Okay.
He's voting Glenn tonight.
He's voting Glenn.
Yep.
Well, so me, you, Peridot, and Glenn. 4 of us are definitely voting.
And Aaron is voting Chalk.
Aaron as well. Okay.
That's 5. And then if they split it between the 2, I could imagine Grant might vote Glenn.
Yeah. Okay.
That's where like we can tell him straight up. I feel.
Golden.
I've been. Yeah.
Tribal is crazy. I've heard my name probably the first time this game, which is very scary for me. I don't know whether I should be trying my best to scramble or just leave it go and see if my allies can pull through. I have been told by Chalk that it's Sugar tonight and vote, but then I've also been told by Sugar that it's Chalk tonight and vote, and I've also heard from both of them that they're both putting out my name, and it's really confusing me. But I think my vote tonight is going to be loyalty-wise. I'm gonna vote for who I believe I want at the end.
So, last tribal was certainly interesting. Sugar, you had an advantage. How has the discussion been after that, since that was a kind of a new type of advantage?
Actually, as far as I'm aware, positive. People were more well done. That was very smart. Most people understand why I did it, and those who didn't, I feel like I explained and they agreed. I think it was a necessary move. I think that's the best way to leave it.
Bobby, you won your second individual immunity. Do you feel like this is better or worse for you in the long run?
I feel like it couldn't come at a better time. Last night I was only saved because of Sugar's advantage, and I think that if I didn't have this, I'd be getting a lot of votes tonight.
So Grant, you had your vote kind of stolen from you.
Yep.
Last tribal. It's one of the most powerful things like in this game to have a vote. So, how is that? How do you think that impacted your game last night?
Jeff, I feel absolutely violated. I feel like my my freedom was stripped from me, and it in all honesty, it probably changed the outlook of the rest of the game, and that was a great move. I didn't even know that was a thing, so good on Sugar for playing that. That was smart of him.
For sure.
So, Lego. So, last night it seemed like you made a big decision, which the 2 sides had put you through. Do you think that you made the right decision?
I don't think either vote would have been a good choice because it just gets me looked down upon again from both sides, and I tried my best to patch stuff up with that side, and even though I was told the truth, I was, I don't know if this vote's gonna. I don't think last vote's gonna affect this vote very much.
Chalk, do you think that you agree with Lego? He patched it up well?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Do you agree with Lego in that it won't impact this vote, or that you that things patched up well?
Well, I don't think you patched like everything up because someone's voted out, so it's gonna affect this tribal. Like every tribal affects the next. But I mean, socially wise, like I think he did patch like that up.
All right. Low on time, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get to the vote. Sorry to you, middle 3. Bobby, Grant, you're up.
Okay. Unless Lego flipped back, you should go home tonight. But even so, it's gonna tie, and I'm immune. Hold on. Oh shit. Follow the blood at my camp. Don't mind if I diddly fucking do.
You vote for me, I vote for you.
The funny thing is, you are the most necessary sacrifice in this game. I think you are the most deserving person to be here as a favourite, and I have nothing but respect for your overall game this time and last. That being said, I just have to make it to 6, and I'm pretty much guaranteed the end. 2 more, lads. 2 more.
It'll put me in a position where maybe I can start doing shit more than just kind of putting ideas out. We'll see.
I've had a change in heart. Honesty doesn't win you in this game. I want this win. I'm desperate for this win.
Can you the chicken from... Oh wait, no. 1 second.
If anyone has a hidden immunity and you like to play it, now would be the time to... Alright, once the vote's read, the decision is final. Person voted out will be asked to leave tribal council immediately. I'll read the votes. First vote. Chalk.
Sugar, I know.
Sugar.
Oh, wow.
Chalk. Chalk. That's 3 votes chalk, 1 vote sugar. Sugar.
Oh, no.
Sugar. We're tied. 3 votes sugar, 3 votes chalk. Sugar. That's 4 votes sugar, 3 votes chalk. 1 vote left. th person voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Sugar. Bring me your torch.
Go ahead, man.
Sugar?
Yeah.
Travis spoken.
The last thing I'll say, doing the maths in my head, Peridot has an idol, and
Oh, really?
will not get my vote. Good boy.
Oh shit, Ryan, what?
Wrong
Oh,
way.
wow.
But
Of course it was.
Can I have it?
Yo, Ryan, toss it my way, dog.
Guys, I have the hut.
Oh, I don't even know where to begin. I'm not that surprised if I'm being 100% honest. I knew it was gonna come, I just didn't think it was gonna come this tribal. I'm actually not even mad, I'm just really disappointed at Ryan. I know Glenn wouldn't have flipped on me, and I know Bobby would have kept me around, so... Lego, what a fucking surprise, he voted me out. I'm not surprised the slightest. I literally can't believe it. Like, you wanna know the worst part? I don't regret any of it. I genuinely wouldn't have changed anything I'd done, and that's really sad because I've waited 2 years for this moment, and I wouldn't have done a damn thing different. Fuck me.